Who's got a business card? I've got a business card. That's my name, and I've got a business card. And it has classicgameroom.com on it, classicgameroom.com. Not only am I saying it now I'm showing it. Now I'm showing you the text of it. classicgameroom.com. What's up, guys? This is Derek. I have a business card now. Did you guys see that? That was pretty cool. Anyway, you know what? I don't even know why I'm in a good mood, because it's Monday. And as you guys know, Monday has been clinically proven to be the worst day of all days, of all things, really. It's like the opposite of the GameCube. You know, the GameCube's awesome, and it has a handle. Monday, the only thing I grab Monday and choke it. Just choke it out. F you, Monday! And you know what? Since it's Monday, we're all probably in a bad mood and we'd all rather be in bed. Let's all complain together. If you go over to classicgameroom.com right now, I've got a review of a GameCube game. I've got a review of a GameCube game that's not particularly good. It's called King Arthur. And you know what's amazing? You know, I saw the disc and I thought, King Arthur, huh? But this could be interesting. But it turns out it's based on that movie. I don't know if you guys remember, like 2004, there was a King Arthur movie with Keira Knightley, the fake Natalie Portman. And it wasn't until I saw the game again that, oh yeah, that movie did happen. And no one cared then, and I don't care now. And I sort of care that I forgot. I think that says a lot about, you know, how bad some movies are. They just come and go, and you don't even remember them. Anyway, I've got a review of it over at classicgameroom.com right now. King Arthur for the GameCube. Tomorrow, Tuesday, TJ's back with a review of a 3DS game called A Witch Tale, which I've not heard of, which is kind of interesting. I think it's an RPG. Although you could say that about anything TJ plays. It's like throwing darts at the wall. You're probably gonna hit the wall at least once. TJ's playing an RPG today. Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'll have a review tomorrow as well. Although it's not an RPG, but it is a 3DS game. It's called Castle Clout 3D. It's basically Angry Birds, only medieval. And instead of birds, you're killing knights and sorceresses, you know, with rocks and catapults. But if you like Angry Birds and games like that, if you like Castle Storm, this is like that. It's like Castle Storm, only nowhere near as good, but fun. You know, it's an eShop game on the 3DS, and I'll have the review of it on Tuesday. Castle Clout 3D. And hey, since it's Monday and I have no motivation to do anything, let's go to the classicgameroom.com. Let's go to the forums. Let's go to the WinSquid pub, and I'll answer some of your questions. And we're gonna start today with Fast Quick, who asks, Derek, why haven't you jumped into PC gaming yet? Well, I mean, that's actually pretty simple. I use Macs, so it's like, you know, I'm a Mac guy, so there's really no such thing as Mac gaming. Actually, that's not true. There's some games on the Mac now. It's an unfair stereotype. But yeah, I just, you know, when I sit down at my computer, it's for like work stuff or, you know, internet. Like I don't sit down at my computer to game. You know what I mean? I liked my gaming to be a separate thing. You know, I live a very, you know, compartmentalized life. A very orderly, very organized. I'm sort of OCD in that respect, which you might not expect given my appearance. However, I am. I'm a stickler for details. So, you know, when I want to game, I'm not on my computer. I want to sit in front of a television and do that, you know, with the bigger screen and to not be distracted. So yeah, I'm just not into it. And Dark Roulier brings up a pretty topical question. Nintendo's making games for smartphones now. He wants to know my take on it. Listen, I know, like what I just said, I like my games to be on consoles, on the TV. That's not the case anymore when it comes to mobile games and handheld games. I know the 3DS is doing really well, but all the trends are pointing to handheld gaming going this way, and it's all mobile now. You know, and if you think about it, you know, I know a lot of hardcore gamers still carry around a dedicated gaming device. But I don't do that, and most people don't really do that anymore. If you have your smartphone, you know, I mean, if you have one of these, you have a computer, you have a gaming device, you have all this stuff in one, you know? You've got a calculator apps. It's like a calculator, gaming device, television, streaming service, all in one. So yeah, anyway, so that's really where the future is. And for a company like Nintendo that, you know, all their money lately is made on the handheld side. It just makes a lot of sense for them to do stuff on the mobile side. But I will say this, Nintendo, the strength of that company is their franchise, is their characters. You know what I mean? So it's like Disney in that respect, and they need to be very careful about where they put those characters. You know, Nintendo is very much a software company that happens to make their own hardware. They're like Apple in that respect, but they need to be very cognizant of. They just need to be careful about what kind of stuff they put on the mobile devices. I do think they should do stuff like that, but I don't think all of their efforts should go there, if that makes sense. You know, I could see them doing some Pokemon apps, and maybe some apps that like work with your games somehow. Something with the Miiverse, I think, is a no-brainer for a smartphone. And some games, like a Mario Runner, or, you know, like a Duck Hunt game where you're tapping. There's a ton of stuff Nintendo could do to really profit from the smartphone craze, without negating the importance of their own platforms, which are very important to their business model as well. So I think it's a good thing, as long as it's done right, and I think they'll do it right. I think Nintendo's very aware of the importance of their characters, and I don't think they'll do anything to devalue the franchise characters. So I can't go today without addressing one more question that we got on the WinSquid Pub. This one's from Richard Hutnick, and he asked, if I was the lead character in a video game, what would the game be like? And I was gonna answer that until I read some of the responses in the forums from other people, and I think you guys nailed it. I'm gonna read some of these responses. So this one comes from Chronictron, who says, it would probably revolve around relaxing on a leather couch, that's true, while attempting to lure lovely ladies with flirtations and letting the long flowing mane blow in the breeze, and then your score would go up with each successful seduction. Not only is that fantastic, that is pretty much my Saturday nights in a nutshell. I just sit there, you know, on a street somewhere, I just pick a block, any block, and I let the wind blow in my hair, and I just watch to see the ladies look at it, and it's like plus 5 XP for that, from that look. Oh, she's eyeball f***ing me. That's 10 XP. That's fantastic. But some that Sega of my house says probably something very boring and something only Mario fans would dare call a good game. Oh, you jokester, you. Well, that's probably true. But the winning answer comes from Leo Livy, who says it would be a Zumba Metalhead edition. The most notorious feature would be you don't have to move around or even worry about pressing buttons. You'd be able to sit on your couch while eating Mexican food, and you would play and win the game. I just wish that's what video games were. It's the ones that I have to do stuff and read stuff. That's when it ruins it for me. I just want to sit on the couch and eat Mexican food and listen to Slayer. Is that like, why is that a problem? Why can't just video games be that? Anyway, there's a lot of funny responses to that in the forums, where you should be. You should be in the forums too. I'll see you in the forums, and I'll talk to you Wednesday. But ClassicGameRoom.com, King Arthur today, and then what do I have tomorrow? I don't even remember, but I already told you, and you should check that one out too. Game only Mario fans would like. You guys! Your jokes.